Hi everybody, this is Janet from Basic Organization. I had a goal of doing a video every Friday, and so this is my video. I want to tell you though, I was really pushing myself to do this today. I don't know why. It snowed yesterday. It was like a sleety, gross, rainy, wet snow, and it just threw us off. Threw me off. We had clients cancel appointments yesterday and today because of other moving parts, and so I've had kind of a desk day, and I can just put off something I don't want to do forever, and this is it, doing the video. So I wanted to let you know that I've been honored by another organizing company to do 2 workshops next spring, so I'm really thrilled about that, and I'm sure in the future I'll tell you more about that, but I just wanted to let you know. But today really I wanted to talk about, is your kitchen ready for Thanksgiving? And if you are just dreading, getting in there and cooking next week because you don't feel like you have enough space or anything, I want to just suggest to you a really quick fix is to get a box and empty your counters of anything you're not going to need for that cooking time. To get Thanksgiving done. And you might be pretty surprised that even if you did it today, a lot of those things you put in that box, you might not need, and you'll be looking at Friday after Thanksgiving thinking, wow, why do I have these on my counter? They're in my way every day. So my suggestion is to get them off your counter if it's something you don't use every day. So what I like to talk to my clients about is what we call the target principle. So you can use this in any space when you're organizing, but let's talk about the kitchen. When you are standing at your kitchen sink, you want to look at that as the center of a target. And everything that's within reaching distance of where you're standing needs to be something you use all the time when you're at the sink. And then the items that you might use less often can be a little bit further away, maybe in the cabinet next to the sink, or maybe tucked back in the back under the sink. You want to do that in every part of your kitchen. So when you're standing at the stove, the utensils and the pots and pans need to be in close-knit storage. And then something that you use less often, a roasting pan or something like that, can be further away, further out of the middle of the target. So you always want to think about that. Having the things that are accessible, really close to you, are the things you use all the time. So consider that when you're putting things back on your kitchen counter. Did you just use that food processor because you were making that special Thanksgiving gift or dish, but you really don't use it very often? So get it off the kitchen counter. Put it someplace further out of reach if you don't use it very often. And I have a similar video on YouTube. I'll go ahead and put the link in the comments. It's about using the 80-20 rule in your kitchen and how you use 20% of what you own 80% of the time. So again, same idea. The things you use most often, the things you like to use most often, you need to hang on to, but then you need to look at that other 80% of things that you really don't use very often, and that's the stuff you need to challenge yourself on whether you need to keep it or not. Then the only other thing with working in your kitchen this Thanksgiving is taking things out to use them, and then the idea of putting them away. So again, maybe over the weekend of the holiday, you might want to look at where things are stored in your kitchen. So again, when you're standing at your dishwasher, you want to be within arm's reach of where you store the things you're taking out of the dishwasher. So your silverware, your dishes, your glassware, try to put them in the closest drawer or the closest cabinet to your dishwasher. Your dish soap needs to be either on the counter or as close to you as it can be. And everything like that. So I'm going to give you a little quick tour of where I put things in my kitchen, and we'll see how this goes. So my dishwasher is right here, sink. So I usually stand right here at the dishwasher, and this is where all of my dishes that we use live. the cabinet right above. I don't have a large drawer on this side, but I have an island over here. You see it? So this first drawer is where my silver is, my silverware. So I literally can stand on the side of my dishwasher and empty the entire thing without moving. I also, in the island, these are the only large bottom cabinets I have, so I have stored all my pots and pans in there. Sometimes you have to do size. Then this is my utensil drawer. Oops, a little messy. This is my utensil drawer, the only other large drawer in my kitchen. And so I have filled it with knives, tongs, whisks, measuring spoons, measuring cups, stuff like that everyone needs, they just need a home. Now over here by my stove, I do have a set of small drawers, so this is where I store all of my cooking utensils that I would use at the stove. I do put olive oil and salt and pepper out on my counter because I grab them all the time. I find if anybody has, here, let me bend down here. If anybody has one of these Lazy Susans, you know, people really struggle with what you should put in there. I find that I have a lot of tall stuff that doesn't fit in any cabinet, so I store that stuff in here because it fits. But I also like the idea of down under here, you can see, I put all my like large, the small appliances, the crock pot, my rice cooker, that kind of stuff down here because it takes up so much space in a lower cabinet that I find that it works here. So that's really the tour I wanted to give you of my kitchen. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and I hope to send you another video next Thursday, but until then, enjoy your time. Bye.